We've added a new level of multiple functionality to a lot of these symbols that we have, such as combination boilers and chlorifiers. So you can see here we've got a chlorifier in our plant with our primary feeds. When we come into public health on the secondary side, you'll see a couple of nodes here that we can connect into on the public health side. So here we are in public health with the live nodes on the public health side, and these serve as effectively entry points and exit points to the secondary system. So on previous systems you would have just put an arbitrary entry and exit point in the plant room near your client. So what we then would do is just insert the distribution pipe, selecting the pipe run, and bringing it in and offering it as the entry point to that system. And then you put in the return pipe as well in exactly the same way. And it's the same with combination boilers, reheating circuits, gas connections. They have multiple functionality now, so you can place them in the piping program, and then in the public health you can connect up those hot water circuits and vice versa. And then the other addition we've made into the public health, we've put the valves in 2022. We've now got the addition of pumps, so you can insert circulating pumps as well. You can add the pump in exactly the same way we do the heating pump. That then places it on the layout and enables you to run the calculations in that manner. So we've brought the public health more in line with the piping program, with multi-function plant items as well. New feature that we've added in for 2023 is the ability to isolate a specific system and delete all of the pipes for that system. Before, you could either reset the entire project or all of the pipes on the project. Well, if you've got more than one system, that was proving troublesome, so we've implemented a new system. This resides in the tools menu, and you have system pipes. So system pipes implies that you want to delete pipes from a specific system. So if you select system pipes, it will then pick up the systems that you're calculating. You can see on this layout we've got many cold water systems. If I select cold water, it then invites me to select the system that I want to delete. I select the system, and that then deletes the pipe runs from that system. So if you have many systems, you want to reset them, you can do so. If you want to delete all pipes on the entire project, that will then delete all of the pipes on the entire project, leaving only the appliances behind. And if we did all data will basically reset the entire project as it's always done, effectively, where you then start from scratch. So the new addition is basically the system pipes. If there's more than one system, you select the system. The same applies for the ducting and the piping programs as well, exactly the same principle. Another feature we've rolled out for the public health, the ducting, and in this case you can see on the screen the piping, is the ability to highlight the index run on the screen. So for example, if I calculate a system, select the system of interest, it calculates that system. If I want to see where the index run is, up here in the highlight option we've got the index run option. We've added that to the existing high velocity calculated and unconnected, so we would go to index run. That then highlights the index run so you can see it. The view is maintained on the plan, so I could view level down and follow it all the way down to where the supply point is in the plant room. So that'll give you an indication on the layout of the course of the index run. As I say, that's rolled out in piping, ducting and public health. It will remain on the screen permanently. All you then do is in the display use the off option, switch it off, and then perhaps look at the last calculated system, and again that will highlight that, switch that function off. Or you could use the high velocity and entry velocity as usual. So that's a feature which you probably find pretty handy. Another change we made to the software recently is a more effective method of determining pipe heights. Before we used to have a little box that used to appear on the pipe. It's very unreliable, it's very dependent on scaling of drawing, etc, etc. We decided that if you do a right button click on the pipe, the elevation of the pipe appears in the status bar in the corner here. So as you're developing and building up your pipe system, if you want to know the level of the pipe you need to connect into, a simple right button click, and that gives you the pipe height above the datum. The same principles used in public health and ducting as well. Another change we've made to the software is tidied up where the databases are sourced from. It used to be that whenever you try to open up or edit the database, it always took you to the DB folder. So if you either cite the example in the piping public health program for selecting a database, it will always take you into the appropriate folder. So for example, in the piping program, if you're looking for a piping database, it takes you to the general piping folder and not the general DB directory. And here in the ducting program, it used to take you to the general DB folder. If you want to allocate a ducting database, it takes you into the ducting directory. So it works on this principle in every program now. Some programs used to take you to the folder, others didn't. Others even opened up the database. So we've got now consistency in the way that it selects the databases for you. Another change we've made to the software is the changes to the CPD database. Our generic 18th edition CPD database has the addition of PV fuses. So each of these PV fuses has all the usual information such as the graphs, and we've also added the rating tables for each of these devices as well. So these have all been added in, and also you can add these to each of your preferred databases. So you will have your preferred switchgear databases you use. You can merge them in the usual way using the import database function. So you can populate your databases you tend to use with these new PV fuses that we've added in. In line with the 18th edition changes, Amendment 2, we've made all sorts of changes to the software. This video isn't a detailed description of the changes, some of which you can see here. They are all listed in the What's New documentation and the online help files, and all that is available should you want to go in and have a look in more detail at the changes that we've made.